Hi guys, to my right, Larry Dixon, Angel Santiago, Jeremy Timpf, and Kelvin White. Let's open it up for questions. Who's got the microphone? Oh, go ahead, John.
Larry, what happened today? What did they do to stop the guys from running?
First off, you got to give credit to their defense. They played outstanding. There's a real well-polished team. They played well together. They made plays that needed to play. Defense played a heck of a game. Defense stepped up for us. Left us at 6-3 at the halftime. And offense struggled a little bit. And that starts with me. I didn't play the best game I ever played. I played an awful game. So I'm the captain of offense. I pride myself on getting it going. And, when I'm missing the holes that the linemen are making and stuff like that, and I'm playing an overall sloppy game, missing blocks, a lot of it falls on me, sir.
Go ahead, Ron.
This is for both Larry and Angel. How important was it on those first two possessions to only come away with the one field goal?
No, it's actually extremely important. Like I've said this many times, we don't approach any series thinking we're just gonna settle for a field goal and go out there and we intend to score. And when we leave points out there off the board, it really kills our momentum. But we have to be able to bounce back from things like that and not let it stop us from continuing the success.
Go ahead, Sal.
Kelvin or Jeremy, just when you guys go out there and you leave it all on the field and play so hard, and the result is what it is, how tough is that for you guys? It seemed like both of you were giving it your all today.
Of course it's tough. I mean, we're not losing. None of us are born losers. We want to win every single time we get on the field. And when you have a performance like Jeremy did today, where he has 17 tackles, that's plenty to the finish, and that's never giving up. So I don't know. I feel like we just do our best, and we go out every single week because we play for each other. It doesn't really matter what our record is. We're still a team.
Kelvin, I was going to ask you about, the fake punt. It seemed to give you guys a nice lift there. Did you think, after that happened, that might be a play that would kind of spark you guys to coming back and winning this game?
Definitely thought it was a spark. Right after that play, we practice it all the time, at practice and stuff. And right after that play, we got this drive going. Unfortunately, we got stopped and we settled for a field goal, but that's on the offense. We had to put the ball in the end zone. There's really no excuse for that.
Were you punched when you got tackled, punched by the Air Force player? That's what it looked like from about 60 yards away in the press box.
I wouldn't say I was punched. It was a tough play, It hit me pretty hard, but it's football. I'll get back up and keep playing.
You talked about, where you guys go from here, and obviously you're playing, as a team, and you don't worry about what others say. How difficult is it for you to get mentally and physically prepared for the rest of these games when the Commander-in-Chief is finished and, the season is just not going well, you're sliding, you're 2-6. I mean, how much of a challenge do you see that becoming?
It's not that big of a challenge, to be honest. We're privileged enough to be able to play this sport, and it doesn't really matter what our record is. Like I said, we go out every single Saturday and we put it all on the line for one another. And just a record or CIC, we still have the opportunity to keep playing, and we have 4 more games, and we get to go down to Annapolis at the end of the year and play another service academy. So, we're looking forward to every single game that we get to play.
Just one more, Angel. I was just going to ask from your vantage point as quarterback, what was it that they were doing to disrupt your inside game? Did they, in your mind, just decide to take Larry out of the game? And on the passes, seemed like you were getting out of the pocket a lot and having to move. Was that just that, receivers weren't as open as you'd like, or the blocking was breaking down? What were the combination of the issues with the passing game?
First and foremost, you just got to give credit to defense. They, had some different blitz schemes and they executed very well. And, I need to do a better job at finding receivers more quickly. And ultimately, it comes down to us entirely as an offense, we need to execute more. You know, when we practice, you know, against, you know, those different type of blitzes and different fronts that they're bringing, you know, we got to be confident. We got to execute.
Go ahead, Jim.
Jeremy, you were making a lot of plays, but Air Force ran 62 times for 242 yards. Why are they tough to stop their rushing game?
I think we just gave up. After first contact, they'd fall forward for a few yards. We gave them a lot of the third short when we wanted to hold them to like longer third down plays. And like it's not that hard to convert them third short, so that was our fault. Not pushing them back on first contact.
Angel, just going to ask you, you had some shuffling in your offensive line today, a couple of young players, especially on the right side. How did you feel they performed today for you?
I trust my offensive linemen. You know, I'm no doubt in my mind that they're going to do what they have to do. But you know, like I said, you know, you got to give credit to their defense because they kind of made things confusing with the different blitzes and the different schemes that they were running. But you know, going forward, there's no doubt in my mind that you know our young offensive linemen can handle any situation.
So you said, Larry, before the game you talked a little bit about the importance of executing. Why was it hard to execute the game plan today against Air Force?
You know, Air Force came out, they played a fantastic game. They're dialed in too, and they're making great plays. And then, you know, beginning of the game, like I said, they rely on me to get going. And when I'm missing the holes, and you know, linemen are doing great blocks, and I'm not getting there, you know, it really puts the team behind. So I put a lot of it on me coming out, not executing my best game, not making the blocks that I should. So.
Go ahead, Ron.
Jeremy, as the game progresses and it's apparent that the offense isn't contributing as much, how much more pressure is that put on the defense? Like, we got to stop these guys or else.
Well, our goal is to stop them every time. So we don't really pay attention to what the offense does. I mean, we were on the field much longer, I'm sure, but I mean, we had one goal in mind. I mean, we stopped them pretty well in the first half and gave up a few big plays in the second half, and I think everybody was still fighting hard, and everybody knew when it came down to it in the third, fourth quarter, that we had to make some stops, and we just didn't.
What do you think about Owens?
Owens, he's a good runner. I just don't think they have the offensive line to give him credit that he deserves, but he's a good runner.
Any questions for the players? Okay. Thanks, guys.